Hey guys, मेरा नाम डॉक्टर शरुण है और आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे इस चैनल में जिसका नाम है नीट बडी where we provide you with daily biology MCQs from one of the chapters of class 11th or class 12th NCERT biology, and the name of the chapter from which we are going to provide you with MCQs today is there on your screens. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the MCQs for today. Grass is able to regenerate parts removed by grazing of herbivores because of option A, axillary buds, option B, apical meristem, option C, intercalary meristem, or option D, lateral meristem. Which of these help grass to regenerate the parts which is removed by grazing of herbivores? The correct answer is option C. Intercalary meristem is responsible for the regeneration of the parts of grass which are removed by grazing. Question 2. All of the following is an example of lateral meristem except option 1. Fascicular cambium, option B. Cork cambium, option C. Axillary bud, or option D. Interfascicular meristem. All of the following are example of lateral meristem except 3 of the 4 options are example of lateral meristem. One of these is not an example of lateral meristem. You have to identify which is not an example of lateral meristem. The correct answer is option C. Axillary bud is not an example of lateral meristem. Question 3. Which of the following tissue is made up of only one type of cell? Option A, parenchyma, option B, collenchyma, option C, sclerenchyma, or option D, all the above. Which of the following tissues is made up of only one type of cell? The correct answer is option D, all the above, that is parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, all are made up of only one type of cell. Question 4. Only living component of xylem is. 4 components of xylem are given: tracheids, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma, and xylem vessels. You have to identify which of these is the only living component. The correct answer is option C. Xylem parenchyma is the living component of xylem. Question 5. Which of the following is found in xylem of angiosperms but not gymnosperms? Tracheids, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma, and xylem vessels. Xylem is present in both gymnosperms as well as an angiosperm. But out of these 4, a specific type of fibers or cell is found in xylem of angiosperm which is not there in gymnosperm. You have to identify which is the answer. The correct answer is option D, that is vessels. So xylem vessels are found in xylems of angiosperms, but the xylems of gymnosperm do not contain any vessels. Question 6. End arc is seen in option A, stem, option B, root, option C, leaves, or option D, both A and B, that is both stem and root. End arc is seen in. The correct answer is option A, that is stems. Question 7. Which of the following is correct? Option A. First formed xylem element is called as protoxylem. Which of the following is correct? Of these 4 statements, only one statement is correct. You have to identify which is correct. Statement B. First formed xylem element is known as metaxylem. C. Protoxylem towards periphery and metaxylem in center is called as end arc. D. End arc is seen in roots. End arc is seen in roots. Which of the following is correct? The correct answer is option A. The first formed xylem element is called as protoxylem. Question 8. Mature sieve elements lack peripheral cytoplasm, vacuoles, nucleus, or all the above. Mature sieve elements lack which of the following components? The correct answer is option C, that is they lack nucleus. Question 9. Chloroplast is present in option A, epidermal cells, option B, subsidiary cells, option C, guard cells, or option D, stomatal pore. Chloroplast, which is giving the green color to the leaf, is present in. The correct answer is option C, guard cells. Guard cells contain the chloroplast. Question 10. More stomata is seen in following part of the leaf. As you all must be knowing, leaf has a abaxial epidermis and adaxial epidermis, right? You have to identify, you have to tell which of the following parts of leaf contain the maximum number of stomata. Abaxial epidermis, option B. Adaxial epidermis, or option C, both the epidermises have same number of stomata, or option D, both lack stomata. More stomata is seen in which of the following parts of leaf? The correct answer is option A, that is abaxial surface of the leaf, that is abaxial epidermis. Question number 11. The rupture and fractionation do not usually occur in the water column in vessels and tracheids during the ascent of sap because of lignified thick walls, cohesion and adhesion, weak gravitational pull, transpirational pull. The rupture and fractionation do not usually occur in the water column in vessels and tracheids during ascent of sap because of. The correct answer is option B, that is cohesion and adhesion. Question number 12. Which of the following plants keep its stomata open during night and closed during the day? Orchids, cactus, tea, or wheat? Plant which keeps its stomata open during the night and closed during the day. The correct answer is option B, cactus. Question number 13. Which one of the following pairs of plants are not seed producers? Funaria ficus, fern Funaria, Funida and Pinus, or ficus and Chlamydomonas? Which of the following pair of plants are not seed producers? The correct answer is option B, fern and Funaria. Question number 14. Heartwood is outer part of the secondary xylem, inner part of the secondary xylem, outer part of the secondary phloem, or inner part of the secondary phloem? Heartwood is. The correct answer is option B, that is inner part of the secondary xylem. Question number 16. Coconut water from a tender coconut is degenerated nucellus, immature embryo, free nuclear endosperm, or the innermost layer of the seed coat? The correct answer is option C, free nuclear endosperm. Question number 1. Cork cambium is option A, primary meristem, option B, ground meristem, option C, lateral meristem, or option D, intercalary meristem. Cork cambium is. The correct answer is option C, that is lateral meristem. Cork cambium and the vascular cambium, these two are lateral meristem and they are responsible for the secondary growth of plants. Question number 2. Conduction of water occurs through option A, parenchyma, option B, phloem, option C, sclerenchyma, or option D, xylem. Conduction of water occurs through. The correct answer is option D, that is xylem. Parenchyma and sclerenchyma are the simple tissues and phloem and xylem are the complex tissue. All four are example of permanent tissues. Phloem carries out conduction of food substances and xylem carries out conduction of water. Question number 3. Heartwood is option A, outer part of secondary xylem, option B, inner part of secondary xylem, option C, outer part of secondary phloem, or option D, inner part of secondary phloem. Heartwood is. The correct answer is option B, that is inner part of secondary xylem. And what is sapwood? Right, the peripheral part of the secondary xylem is a sapwood. Question number 4. In a dicot leaf, xylem is directed towards option A, adaxial side, option B, lateral side, option C, abaxial side, or option D, base. In a dicot leaf, xylem is directed towards. The correct answer is option A, that is adaxial side. Question number 5. Lignin is a component of secondary wall of option A, epidermis, option B, collenchyma, option C, sclerenchyma, option D, parenchyma. Lignin is a component of wall of. The correct answer is option C, sclerenchyma. The sclerenchyma consists of long, narrow cells with thick lignified cell wall. So the lignins are present in the cell walls of sclerenchyma. Question number 6. The tissue responsible for translocation of food material is option A, parenchyma, option B, sieve tubes, option C, vessels, or option D, fibers. The correct answer is option B, that is sieve tubes. Sieve tube is the component of the phloem which is responsible for translocation of the food material. Question number 7. Function of phylogen is to produce option A, secondary xylem, option B, secondary cortex only, option C, secondary cork and cortex, or option D, secondary phloem. What is the function of phylogen? The correct answer is option C. It produces both secondary cork and secondary cortex. Now what is phylogen? Phylogen is the cork cambium. The phylogen has the cells that differentiate on the both the sides. So the outer cells that differentiate into cork or the phloem, and the inner cells differentiate into the secondary cortex or the phyllodon. So phylogen gives cells that forms both cork as well as the cortex. Question number 8. Apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and the lateral meristem are differentiated on the basis of option A, development, option B, position, option C, function, or option D, origin. Apical meristem, intercalary meristem, lateral meristem. How are these three differentiated? The correct answer is option B, that is they are differentiated based on the position. Question number 9. Parenchyma is formed in tissues of option A, sclerenchyma, option B, phloem, option C, parenchyma, option D, collenchyma. Parenchyma is formed in tissue of. The correct answer is option C, parenchyma. Parenchyma is a modification of parenchyma that helps in floating of the plant. Question number 10. Vessels are characteristic of option A, angiosperms only, option B, gymnosperms only, option C, pteridophytes only, or option D, none of these. Vessels are characteristic of. The correct answer is option A, that is angiosperms only. The xylem of angiosperms contain vessels. However, the xylem of gymnosperm does not contain vessels. Now remember guys, in vessels there is lignified wall. In which other tissue did we talk about the lignin? Right, in sclerenchyma. So in sclerenchyma, lignified wall is present. In xylem vessels also lignified wall is present. Question number 11. Collenchyma mainly forms option A, hypodermis, option B, epidermis, option C, phloem, or option D, inner cortex. Collenchyma mainly forms. The correct answer is option A, that is hypodermis. Question number 12. Annual rings are distinct in plants which grow in option A, grassland, option B, Arctic regions, option C, tropical regions, or option D, temperate regions. Annual rings are distinct in plants which grow in. The correct answer is option D, that is temperate regions. Question number 13. Tissue present only in dicots. Option A, chlorenchyma, option B, phloem, option C, xylem, option D, collenchyma. Tissue present only in dicots. The correct answer is option D, that is collenchyma. Question number 14. Early formed xylem is known as option A, Metaxylem, option B. Multiseriate, option C. Uniseriate, or option D, protoxylem. Early form xylem is known as. The correct answer is option D, that is protoxylem. And the late form xylem is known as metaxylem. Question number 15. Sieve tube cells is option A, multinucleated, option B, dead cells, option C, enucleated cells, or option D, nucleated cell. Sieve tubes sieve tubes are part of phloem, remember. The correct answer is option C, that is enucleated cell. That means sieve tubes do not have any nucleus. So those are the MCQs for today. I hope you found this video helpful, and for tomorrow's MCQ session we are going to take up the next chapter following the chapter that we took up today. So that would be all for today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Till then, all the best and keep working hard. To like and share this video if you find it helpful, and if you're new out there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.